What's up, everyone? I'm back. Okay, yeah. Anyways, I'm just chilling. I'm killing some time before I gotta go eat my girlfriend's pussy. So, yeah, you know, I'm very grateful to have broken up with my ex-girlfriend. I've got a new girlfriend. Her name is Mandy. With a girl like Mandy, she's got big tits. She's got big tits. I don't know these names like these women's names. Like old bitches. They've got names like fucking Margaret or you know Doris or like Roberta or some shit like that. But anyways, very glad I broke up with my ex-girlfriend. Her name was Christine. She's a really petite woman with small tits with a name like Christine, very skinny. And she was she was a redneck. She came from a suburb called Mount Druitt in Australia, which is the redneck suburb of Sydney. And I'm glad that I broke up with her because she got knocked up later by this really fat biker. His name was Trevor. He had a mullet, and a mullet's like a shaven head with like a long at the back, and yeah, and I got invited to their baby shower. I didn't want to go to these stupid naming things, because this guy Trevor, he's already got a couple kids with another woman, and her name was Sharon. Um, and I can only imagine what they would name their kid. Like some redneck fucking shit name like Bud Light or Victorian Bitter, or maybe something more elegant like heroin or heroic. But yeah, okay. But having said that, yeah, you know, I got kicked out of home about a month ago because my parents, they're tight asses. They're Greeks and they're tight asses, right? Because my dad caught me wanking over this Playboy, this porno. And my dad, he doesn't like me wasting money. And, he comes in the room and he catches me having a wank. And I tell him it's a healthy thing for a young man. And, and I told him, why are you so angry at me? And he said, I'm not angry that you did that. I'm angry because you bought a magazine, because he raves on about having to pay for the internet and all this other shit. So he sent me to go stay with my grandfather. Yeah, and my grandfather, I hate staying with the guy. He's this old fucking tight ass, guy that spits all over you, and his breath smells like, Count Dracula's brother. It just stinks like garlic. But anyways, and he's got the most fucked up mustache in the world because he's been using the same razor for like fucking 50 years. I don't even think they make that brand of shaver anymore. It was like some weird German brand called I can't even pronounce it, but yeah, that's why he's got a fucked up mustache. They call it a handlebar mustache, but that handlebar fucking needs renovation. But anyways, not only that, there's never nothing to eat in his house. Everything's expired. You go in his fridge and there's like jar of pickles, a can of sardines from the Second World War, and yeah, there's like this prune that's been there from when I was a kid. And the guy, he's been using the same fucking tea bag since I was a little boy. I remember that same tea bag. He uses it, he puts it up on the sink, and then that's where it stays. And if anyone touches that tea bag, you know, the bank, will hear about it. He will complain. But anyways, that's another subject. But I used to love staying there as a kid, and that's actually where I lost my first tooth. I remember it too like it was yesterday. It was summer's night. I put the tooth under the pillow. The next morning when I woke up, I found an IOU for 13 cents because the guy was such a tight ass. He yeah, he would not like to give me money, and I used to think, what kind of fucking tooth fairy, doesn't give me money, But yeah, later realized it was him because once I caught him putting it under my pillow, I woke up in the night and I punched him as hard as I could and I broke his nose and I knocked him out cold, But I did the guy a favor because, as you all know, Greek people have massive noses. They got the fucking biggest noses in the world. Their noses, They're yeah, the noses are fucking massive, you know. It's like you know, I did the guy a favor, you know, because like every time a Greek person goes to get a nose job, the surgery has to file for Chapter 9 bankruptcy, you know. It's fucking crazy. It's like when I was born, my old man was disappointed because I didn't have a massive nose. It's like, you know, the doctors were saying push, and I came out, and the doctor said, I see an arm, I see a leg. And my old man's like, I see a nose. That's my boy. Wait a minute. That's a big dick, but that wasn't his nose. He had a small nose. So, yeah. Anyways, you know, and then you know, the doctors cut my dick off instead of the umbilical cord. But what do you do? What do you do? You know, I still got a good sized dick, but yeah, my grandparents, they've always been there for me, you know. They fucking stink like shit, you know. It's not that smell that you smell every day. But yeah, yeah, they used to have my back growing up. Like I remember when I lost my virginity, my grandfather, for my 21st birthday, he actually gave me a condom and said, "Today you're a man." And then, you know, I realized when I went to go fuck this older bitch, I went to open the condom up and put it on, but it stuck to my dick and it wouldn't come off because like it was expired by like 15 years and they didn't even make this brand of condom anymore. It was like Uncle Joe's condoms, perfect for consensual sex. Like it was so like the wording on it was so like old school. It was like consensual sex is the right way to go. Like, why do people buy condoms? They're not gonna rape a woman, you know, and wear a condom. Like, you know, like the shit they do. You're not gonna say don't rape a woman if you do wear a condom. Like, this fucking the stuff they put on these things. But anyways, on a serious note, you know, rape isn't right. But yeah. But other than those two tight ass cunts, my dad and my grandfather, like everyone else is pretty normal. You know, my mum's alright. She keeps setting me up with, you know, fat Greek chicks and they got hairier arms than me, you know, they're these fat Greek chicks, you know, and, you know, but I don't mind a fat chick, you know, because they know how to cook. They know how to cook, right? Uh-huh. But yeah. But yeah, you know, other than that, I got my older brother, these fucking planes, you know. I don't live right next to an airport. These airplanes know when I'm filming, so they fly over the house and they say, fuck you, you know, because they don't want me to make a good video, so. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, my second oldest brother, because I'm the youngest, my second oldest brother, he's alright, but you know, he still pisses on the toilet seat. I don't get it. What, does he have a fucking crooked cock or something? You know? You know, try taking a shit after he's pissed on the seat. Sorry about that. Had to stop the camera. There was a prostitute at my front doorstep who was looking for my eldest brother. Now, the last person of my family who I'd like to talk about is my eldest brother, who I haven't talked about. And yeah, he's a bit of a cunt. I don't get along with him because we don't, you know, agree on many things. Yeah, so we're not talking. But yeah, he's not happy with me because I ratted him out to my parents that you know, he goes to the brothel and he pays for sex. And yeah, my parents found out, and you know, my dad, you know, gave him a black eye. But not because of the sex, because of the money. Yeah, but yeah, what do you do? Also, my oldest brother, he you know, he doesn't get over things, you know, because Greek people, they love to hold grudges, and my brother, you know, he's still not over his ex-girlfriend, you know, from the 3rd grade. And on that note, I'm out of here, and next week I'll be talking about the day I lost my virginity. My grandfather drove me and the girl to a drive-in theater, and I was in the back seat fingering her, and my grandfather looks over at me and he's like, what are you doing? And I said, you know, you know, she lost a penny in her pussy and I'm trying to find it for her. And he said, really, can I have a look too? And I just fucking got out of the car and ran for my life, and I ended up banging her in the bushes. So, I'll see you all later. Have a good night, you know. These fucking planes. I'm out of here.